Timothée Chalamet is so perfect that it hurts me. Dune Part 1 was far from ideal for me. One might even say I was unimpressed by it, but one thing that I did love in it was the choice of Timothée Chalamet as Paul Atreides. And of course, now with the second movie, I fell in love even more, and here's my reasoning behind it. This man is 100,000 fucking percent identical to the visual representation of Paul Atreides that I've had in my imagination ever since I read the first Dune novel years ago. I first read it when I was like 13, and instantly in my brain, the boy sitting across from Gaius Helen Mohiam and her insane needle, it was this guy, kinda tall, but not too tall. Really skinny, you might even say scrawny, but not the bad kind of scrawny. The kind of scrawny that you get from excessive and rigorous physical training, but not for the purpose of getting muscular or something. Scrawny due to physical activity undertaken with the goal of sheer physical ability, bodily strength, endurance under pressure, and flexibility. Basically, an actual fighter rather than a muscle frat boy. And because he was skinny, his facial features were also really sharpened. Sharp, sticking chin, high and prominent cheekbones, and the kind of eyes that feel like they might express emotion, but only if he allowed them to. And his hair, for some reason, I don't know, I don't even remember if there was a description of Paul in the book, but from the beginning I imagined him with this raven black, long-ish hair, all wavy and kind of disheveled, but in a nice way. And so, years pass, and in all this time I've grown older, and my little nerdy heart has gotten cold and pessimistic when it comes to expectations of a Dune adaptation, and I've learned to live with the horror of the '84 Lynch film and the sci-fi miniseries. And we come to, what was it, 2019, 2020? When we finally got the first released stills from the new Denis Villeneuve film that was in the making. I remember seeing them somewhere in a Facebook post, like, "Oh, the first stills from the movie are here! Oh my god, look at them!" And before I clicked on the pictures, I was like, would you shut the fuck up? I have lived without Dune on screen for like 16 years. There is no way I'm gonna be impressed by this stupid crap. It's probably gonna be some Marvel type bullshit, because that's what makes money. And then I clicked once, and I saw this picture. And for a brief moment, it was like my brain froze. It's like someone slapped me and I went back in time, all those years ago, reading the book for the first time. And I just said to myself, oh my god, that's him. It's the Paul Atreides, exactly the way I had imagined him. And especially in this very dramatic picture of him looking sour and dark, as if he already foresees the events of the Jihad. And because I was this giant Dune book fan who had gotten so used to never ever having anything nice in terms of film and TV, I felt like, is this finally happening? Can I dare to hope? I was like, shut the fuck up and don't get hyped, it's still gonna be terrible. I was in traumatized disbelief that it would ever be possible for me to experience in my lifetime a new and proper Dune film. And so it took me time, after seeing this picture, to allow myself to not be afraid and to get excited. And of course, then it turned out that I had no reason to be pessimistic because Timothée Chalamet did not disappoint. I didn't think he was perfect in the film at first, because I thought his acting was kind of wooden, but then I realized I'm a fucking idiot, because he's supposed to be acting this way for the role. They all are. The world of Dune, where computers have been discarded and all their functions have been transferred to actual humans, is a world where emotional expression is restricted. Every single one of the characters is supposed to have an outer barrier covering his inner world and psyche. And after this realization, I became even more enamored with Chalamet's portrayal because it's so complex. And of course, in the second film, he really reaches peak awesomeness. But enough praise for him, he has more than enough already. I just wanted to personally say thank you, Timothy, and thanks again to all the filmmakers for giving me the opportunity to experience a real Dune film before I die.